Morning all, John Jones from the Reddish Rascals here. It is Thursday the 12th of June, so I just thought to give you a little plot tour because I haven't had the chance to get my videos uploaded and make something. So hopefully this weekend you might get a couple of videos, but we'll see how it goes. Busy time because today's Hayley's birthday, so I'm down the plot watering and getting stuff done while she's having a little lie-in. Well, not a lie-in because she'll be up soon because we're going to go swimming into the gym on her birthday because that's what she wants to do. So the day's hers. We may be back down the plot later to do a bit, but we'll see how the day goes. We just wing it on each other's birthday. We don't like to make too many plans, and we just let the day naturally progress. So without further ado, excuse me, bit of a dry mouth there. I'll turn the camera around and I'll give you a bit of the plot tour and talk through what we're hoping to be doing and where we're up to. So as always, we'll start on Hayley's plot at the front. For those of you who've watched previous videos, you can see how well the giant sunflowers are doing that we grow at the front of the plot. We do this because we've got the compost bins here and all the nutrients get washed away. We are trying to work out a new way of doing it, maybe a wormery in the future, but at the moment we just have to do normal compost bays. So as we come along, we have the 3 bays here, and this is our compost. We've just turned it. We will turn it one more time and then leave it for the winter. We have started a second one here to carry on, and we have the 2 bays of wood chips there. But in this area, through the summer and autumn and winter, it's going to all be changed. All 3 of these bays are going to be taken out. The path's going to move, and I'm going to make a framework to sit the 3 IBC tanks on along the back of the polytunnel here, so that we'll have 3,000 litres of rainwater. I'm going to make a roof for it so that we can harvest the water straight into them, and I'm going to try and sort a dump system on the side of the polytunnel where we'll have guttering, and it'll go into barrels sunk down, and I'll be able to transfer the water from them barrels into the tanks as well to top them up. So the rhubarb, it looked a bit bedraggled, but it's had some water, a bit of a feed, and it's starting to perk back up again like it did last year. I'm a bit devastated about this. So we got the leeks and the onion set, and we've been decimated by onion leaf miner this year on this allotment. I've got some white rot as well, so these beds will no longer be used for onions. I'm going to create new onion beds, which I'll show you on my plot in a bit, and we'll go from there. But success this year is anything that is green, as in like brassicas. So we have the cabbages, cauliflowers, broccoli and swede. I'll try and get you down to show you how well the swede are coming on. So if you can see there, that's my hand, so they're starting to swell out nicely now. I'll give them a feed later on in the week. The sweet corn, which we have to protect from the squirrels, is coming on nicely. It must be 2 foot high now. We've got one there that's just starting to produce a seed throng, so I think they'll get another couple of feet on them. The kale is doing amazing. We've got red Russian and dwarf green kale in here, which we're going to take a harvest for this weekend. We have our first peas, which we had to protect because the birds got them. Some yellow courgettes, French dwarf beans, and more peas, which the birds have ate everything. The wood pigeons, even the beetroot this year, they've just decimated everything that we haven't covered. So next year, lesson learned, protect everything. I'm a bit gutted about the celeriac. A lot of them are starting to go to seed, which I've never grown a good sized celeriac, so we're going to have to rethink this year for next year. So We've got some more yellow courgettes. As you've seen before, this is the barra with colour, with all the flowers. We've got some rocket strawberries. This is a mixed bag, some sweet peas. We've got coriander in there, which we've left to go to seed, so we can take the seed off it. Lettuce bed is bulked out amazingly. So we've been picking this and taking heads, and it still just seems to keep on filling up. The allium bed and tulips is looking a bit bedraggled, but the yellow ones, which are a later variety, are just amazing. They're really nice for just small plants. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep the seed heads, but these ones here haven't come out yet, so we don't know what they are yet. They're just a later variety. So we've got all different stages in this bed. So we have the tulips first, then the giant alliums, the white alliums, the yellow alliums, and we'll see what these ones are. Sorry for the wind noise, because I haven't got my microphone on and forgot to charge it. So the sweet pea bed, I won't be doing Cosmo in this bed anymore. It's just going to be designated for sweet peas next year, because I think they're taking all the nutrition, because the sweet peas should be up to the top by now. And since the Cosmo have got so big and the nasturtiums, the sweet peas are struggling, which I didn't think they would, to be perfectly honest, but they are. Broad beans, harvesting them, the far ones, this week. They were blown over a bit by the wind in the last couple of days. So we got spring onions, interplanted Brussels sprouts between the pak choys. Not many of them left now. We'll get a few more leaves off them. The cabbages, the spinach are left to go to seed. I'm going to take that out and compost it. I'm just letting it get a bit bigger before I do, so as soon as the seed heads, gives us more nitrogen into the compost bays. We've got a nice hearted cabbage there, which I'm going to make coleslaw with for Haley's picnic at the plot tomorrow. The asparagus I've left to go to fern, so it gets as much nutrition into it as possible, but a few of these crowns have done nothing at the back. So there's one just, I'm going to try and zoom in if I can, it's just showing there if you can see it. So yeah, that's all good. Sorry for that, just catch the camera. The dahlias are looking good. I don't know whether I should have tipped them or not, but with them being the first year from seed, I'm just going to let them flower, and as soon as they've flowered, I'm going to write on the tubs what colour they are, because these are all meant to be a pom-pom variety, but we don't know the colours because it just says mixed. As you can see, potatoes are still going mad. They've had a bit of wind damage over this side, as I've not been able to support them this year with all the other jobs going. The apple trees, juniper and the sloan, they're all doing well. Got a few apples on this tree this year, which is good. This side, the grapevine, which is the red grapes, it's just gone wild. So these are the 3 citrus plants that I bought for Haley for her birthday a few weeks ago. I had to give them to her then, because otherwise they wouldn't have lasted in the box or me hiding them. So this one is, let me have a look. This is the lime tree, that's the lemon tree, and this is the orange tree. They've all got new growth coming. If you can see there, there's a new shoot just there and there. This is a kiwi plant bought by my brother-in-law. These are the 2 white currants that have survived, that Terry King sent me as cuttings, so thank you very much for that, Terry. These are red currants that were snapped by the wood pigeons landing on. Sorry for their plane. So I've just bunged them in a pot to see whether they'll root or not. These are the rosemary. Our newest member, Jordan, to our subscribers, wanted to see how they're doing. So the small ones, not too sure on, but the other ones are looking healthy. Like I said, I'm going to leave them for a few months to let the roots develop before I even think about disturbing them. But the other 3 plants are looking good, so we'll take you into the greenhouse, which isn't completely finished, but thank you to Tony and Dawn Leach for the 4 chili peppers that they've sent us. Well, not sent us, gave us. They're on our allotments too. They also live on our road. So they knew that I hadn't got many chili plants, because all these, apart from one, are either long sweet peppers or California bell peppers. So I've transplanted them from the small 2-inch pots up to 2-litre pots now. As you can see, there's some flowers just starting to form here. I'm going to let them do what they need to do this year, because they look healthy enough, so I'm going to go for it. Aubergines, they've all perked up something amazingly now since they've been transplanted. They're very hungry plants, aubergines. So basically I've done a pot mix and I've added extra bloodfish and bone into it. That's why it looks a bit white on the top. It's mostly just the bloodfish and bone drying. These will get watered in a bit because they never got watered yesterday. Don't want to overwater these at this stage. So that's it for Haley's plot. The grapevine's doing well. As you can see, I'll show you, we do have small bunches of grapes starting to form. Well, not forming, these are the flower heads, so they'll be flowering in the next 2 weeks, I'd say. They're just building up this reserves ready for full production of grapes. So onto the apple tree on my plot. We've got some really good sized apples forming now. The borage under the plants, some Cosmo nasturtiums. We've got another load of apples along here. As you can see, we've got really nice bunches here, there and everywhere. We do have the June drop on the floor, so this is the tree's way of selecting the healthiest pollinated apples, the ones that the tree doesn't think are going to do much. It cuts off the food supply, and they just naturally drop off when the wind blows, so that it gives the best chance of producing new trees. And that's what an apple is. It's the seed for the next generation of apple trees. So happy days with them. So we've got the raspberry canes, so these are the summer ones. So the ones that are coming up now will be for next year. We do actually have a raspberry. Oh, it's not quite ready. Hope the birds don't see it, because we normally do. Like I said, we've had really bad success on the autumn ones. We've only got 2 actually that have come good out of all of them. I did get a refund, by the way, in vouchers from Thompson & Morgan, so I might have to invest in another autumn collection when they are ready. Sweet corn on mine, looking good now that it's been protected from the squirrels. Need a bit of a weeding, but apart from that, they're looking good. So these are the carrots that I've done it in the egg trays. Let's see if we can get in to show you. So I was going to thin them out, but I'm going to actually leave them and just see what we get from them. It's an experiment, so we're going to see what we get. And we've got the same in here, but different varieties. The main carrots, after being dug up by the squirrels, and now I've protected them more, are coming good. Don't know what the ones that were dug up and are replanted are going to be like. They might be just turning into distorted carrots, but hopefully we'll get some good ones there. The parsnips are coming on well. That germinated the first time, and some of the second ones in the pots are now starting to germinate as well. So hopefully we'll have a full bed of parsnips this year. Blueberries are looking good. They're just starting to turn now, so I'll have to get some netting on there, otherwise the blackbirds will have them. Strawberry beds have given us about 8 kilo of strawberries, and there's more to pick now. They're just starting to send off the runners, as you can see, so we'll harvest them as we always do for next year's first years. But next year I'm going to do 2 beds of first years, because this one, which is the 3-year-old, and that which is the 4-year-old, they're well past it, so they're going to get completely replaced, and the 3rd-year ones are going to get completely replaced as well. I don't know what's happened there. It looks like a cat's been sitting on it or something on the net, but we'll have a go. So we've got some onions in here. Show you the gutted for this. So these are my exhibition onions, which I was hoping to get a really good crop from, and they've been hit by allium leaf miner. So I've never had them hit on this plot before, so they're going to get taking up the ones that are infected, get rid of them, use them up. The pigeons, the turnips, they're just decimated. The globe onions, the white ones, are all falling over, so I think that's as big as they're going to get. They haven't been touched by the allium leaf miner by the looks of it. And my red onions as well, my red baron, some of them look like they've been touched as well. So next year, lesson learned, net everything. So these are the red currants and the black currants. They've got onions in as well, which I think I'm going to have to pull. These with the sets, and they were looking amazing, and then allium leaf miner hit. So the garlic that was in here has all died off, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Got some black currants, gooseberries. I was gonna do, I'll take you around the other side so you can see this. I was gonna do complete width beds of the pallet collars, but it looked weird with the rest of the plot. So what I'm gonna do is these 2 on this side, I'm going to turn 90 degrees so that they're facing down like the other ones are in a row, and have just a double bed. The one in the middle is going to be used for another one, and the same with these 2, they're going to be turned the other way, so that I have double beds, and these are going to be the new onion beds for next year once I get it all sorted. And I'm going to have some new onion beds direct sowing on this side of the plot. So that's the plan. As you can see, it still looks like a tip on this end of the plot, but it's getting there. It's all ready for use. Getting rid of all the stones. We used the 30-litre buckets for transportation, so they'll be going soon. And that's it from the plot. Some nice comfrey that's just randomly growing out of the crazy pavement and in a bin. So we'll just harvest that when we can. And yeah, this is Thursday the 12th of June at 6:30 in the morning. A lovely sunrise over Stockport, and I hope you all enjoyed the little video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.